it's your turn. I'm your host, Tshepo keyword Matlapane, the Lion of Motivation. It's a great honor today to be with you, Mr. Siphiwe.
Yeah.
I believe there are people who would love to know who I am with and what we'll be talking about, because of basically real talk is something that will be an inspiration. We are basing it on having conversations about life and what we face and our challenges and how did we overcome them.
Yes.
So it's an honor for me to be sitting next to you.
Yeah.
It's a great honor.
Thank you so much.
So I'd like to give you some time to introduce yourself for somebody who is watching so that they can know this powerful individual I'm with.
No, man, it's very simple. My name is Siphiwe Singeni, a family man, father, a son, a cousin, a brother to many. I'm a brand owner. I'm an actor, voiceover artist, and I like to DJ here and there. It's about soul and other things.
All right, that's something else. I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, so I'm the gatherings DJs. Whenever we have friends around here, they prefer that I play music for them.
Multi-talented.
Yeah, man. So that's basically who I am. An all-round people's person, basically. Yeah.
So there's something that I like about your attitude, because of we've met on numerous occasions, and since we've met, I've never met you at your down, honest moment where you say sharp.
Yeah.
Most of the time, you are always positive, calm, and now I'm learning about your other traits. You are talented.
Yeah.
You are talented.
Yeah.
No, it's a great honor. It's a great honor. Let's get into your upbringing. How did you grow up, and where are you from? Who is Siphiwe?
Yeah, man, I've had a very interesting life. Born and bred in Matlapane. My mom and my lovely mom. I'm glad she's still alive. And that woman brought me into this world, and she survived with me from an early age. But I was surrounded by 3 women.
Okay.
My grandmother, my mom, and my aunt, my mom's younger sister.
Okay.
So those 3 women have shaped me to be the type of person that I am.
Yeah.
That basically I grew up around women, but I had uncles.
Okay.
And then the best part and the motivating part is these women taught me how to behave as a young boy. My uncles, I looked at them and I could pick up things that I don't want to do, or the type of life that I want to do.
Okay.
So as the women taught me how to behave and then how to respect women and how to carry myself in public, I looked at my uncles, then I felt that it's the opposite. Though they were good men, I say they were very good men, but there was a strong man behind me, my grandfather.
Yeah.
That man was a pillar of strength for the family, for everybody,
Okay.
even within the community. He was good looking, he was clean, he was well respected. So I think I looked up to him and said, that's who I want to be when I grow up.
It shaped the kind of person that you became.
Yes. And I looked at these 3 women around me and I said, these are the type of women that I would want in my life growing up.
Yeah.
So I was brought up well. We did not have a luxury life, but we had a perfect and a nice life.
Yeah, family oriented.
Yes, it was a nice family. It was we had everything that we needed. We had clothes, we had food. There was never a dull moment within the house.
Okay.
Because we had, as I said, very interesting uncles.
It was always full of life.
Full of life. So I had a nice upbringing. Hence, I don't smoke.
Okay.
I don't drink beer. Yes, here and there I used to drink whiskey, gin, and in my, as an adult. Yes. But growing up, I knew.
You were straight.
I was straight. You don't smoke, you don't drink, you are a child.
Were they reprimanding you physically? Sharp, like, your upbringings. Maybe that's why it shaped you. Or because now we have a different mindset. Yes. Kids of today, you find that they complain that, this is abuse.
Yeah. Oh, luckily I was never naughty. I was never naughty. never played on the street to be reprimanded, because growing up we did not have electricity. There was no tarred roads, so
it was
yeah,
it was something
so
else.
yeah. Then somebody would look at me and say, "How old are you?" But that time, then as I grew, then things started coming in. There was electricity, there was tarred roads and stuff like that. But I was never naughty. Never knew how to build a car with wires. Koloya Trata or Ketseketi, I don't even know.
You were always indoors.
I was indoors with these women, and my grandfather, I was always around him. It was very interesting. And one other uncle, he would take me to church on Sunday. So I was never naughty, not to be reprimanded. Hence, I had everything around me.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. So I think being an introvert, but then it helped me a lot to prevent me from growing up and admiring wrong people.
Yeah.
So,
because the environment also plays a role.
Yes. So that's basically in my upbringing as well. That I was well taken care of. There was never a moment where I said I needed this and I couldn't get school trips. I used to go to school trips. I knew they were gonna pay because they felt that it was beneficial.
Yeah, they always try to come through for you regardless of what is happening around you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very interesting. That's family.
Yeah.
That's family.
So that's basically how I grew up.
And then coming to your midlife.
Yeah.
Coming to your midlife. How would you describe your midlife? What was going on in your midlife? Because of that's your childhood.
Yeah.
Stages change. Now you even whatever that you perceive, it changes. Going out into the world, you going from high school, things. There's a lot of things that you are doing. Yeah. I have so many questions. Yeah. There's a lot of things that you are doing. And did you know what you wanted to do when you were in high school, or it happened after, or you've always known that this is your passion?
Yeah, that's where it gets interesting, because I grew up in Matlapane. Did back in the days with standard 1, 2, 3. Standard 5, you go to standard 6, basically knowing you'll be going to high school. We used to call it high school. So like my mom moved from Matlapane to Germiston in Katlehong.
Okay.
Basically Katlehong, which was Natal Sprayed back in the days.
Okay.
So that's when I had to move to stay with you remember from an environment of growing around your grandmother, grandfather, and uncles, then I'm going to stay with my mom and my younger brother. For the younger brother, he's 6 years younger than me.
Okay.
So I had to move to Katlehong. New environment, new friends, new way of doing things.
Even at home, you are used to staying with your grandparents. Yes. Now it's a change of scenario.
Yeah, I'm a teenager. Yeah. So it's a challenging environment, new environment. I don't know how to go about, but I was lucky to land in Katlehong, because some of the things I learned to be street smart, I learned it from Katlehong.
Right.
Yes, I would hear somebody promote saying Soweto this and that. Yes, it's one of the biggest townships and it's good history, but Natal Sprayed, Katlehong, that's where I was shaped as a young man, as a teenager. That's where I could look at myself and felt, yeah, I was handsome. I did not have any beard. I did not have anything.
Yeah.
And the reason I say I looked at myself and said, yeah, I was handsome. Somebody said you should enter Mr. and Miss what.
Yeah.
When we had those things. When
your pageants.
Yes, your pageants. That's where my passion for entertainment started. Okay. In Katlehong. Then it shaped me. This is high school. Yeah, I'm 16, 17.
17. Okay.
This is high school. I'm going to 18. This is high school. Your traditional careers was PR, HR, secretarial, and management. Then I learned about marketing. Okay. So there's marketing management. Yeah, there's marketing management. It sounds interesting. What does it do then? I've read about it. Back in the days, you had to go to the library and read, because there was no cell phone. There was starting of the era of the cell phones. Okay. So I landed in Katlehong in 1989, 89, 90, going forward. I was there. The election of 94, the general election, I was staying in Katlehong. I was a young man, got my first ID then when it was free to do. Then I was in high school. that's where I started, entertainment started consuming me.
Okay.
Because yes, I knew I wanted to do marketing,
Okay.
but we were channeled to be, it's either you become a doctor, a lawyer, policeman, but your guidance teachers then, they said there's PR, HR, management. Those are the careers that you're supposed to do.
Okay.
So I developed a passion for marketing and the entertainment industry. That's when I did your pigeons as Miss there. I lost my first one. Then,
okay.
Yeah,
it was painful.
Lost. I felt I'm wasting my time. Did not have formal shoes. I did not have a suit or your typical jacket. But then the guy who was our choreographer saw something in me. He's the one who made me believe that you can do it. Enter the next one, yeah. Then I did. Then I won. Then I started seeing myself on TV. So I had the passion now moving from the entertainment ekasi to TV. Saying I want to be on TV. Although we did not have celebrities back in the days. So the people who appeared on TV, no, so and so is on TV. So I want to be on TV as well. Okay. So that's where my passion developed. But I always wanted to do marketing.
Okay. Yeah. And talking about you not having excuse, talking about you not having the necessities when it came to your pageant, how did that have an impact on your self-esteem? Because I believe you are surrounded by, we do not come from all good families. Some come from disadvantaged families. You did not come from a disadvantaged family. It was an average family. But at that present moment, there were certain things that you felt were lacking. And it had a bit of an influence.
It had. I knew that I was lacking because no formal shoes, no jacket or a tie. I did not even know how to put together a tie or a look of a formal type of a person. Then that's where I learned. It demotivated. Hence, I said, when I lost the first time, I said, this is not for me because I don't have the tools.
You wanted to quit?
Yeah. I said, no.
This is interesting.
I can't do this. I can't because that means I'll be the last person. No, I won't win. I won't even be in the top 5 of people that, that are winners. So that's when the motivation to win started there. When I entered the second one and said, with the limited resources that I have, can I try and push on? Then I won. Then I realized that I can gather things while I'm doing this. But then the passion to win started there, to say, I want to win. I want to prove that I'm better than others. Yeah. Although, yes, it's a competition, but at the end of the day, I knew that I did not have this. But in order for me to have it, I need to work harder to achieve.
That's powerful.
Hence, now I can put on together a tie. I know as a man, you need to have a suit, a black suit, couple of white shirts, and a variety of ties.
You can mix and match.
No one will know, yeah.
You'll have maybe 7 to 10 different attires with what?
Yeah. Changing 2 shirts and 10 ties in 1 week.
It's amazing. Yeah. It's a skill.
Yeah, it's a skill.
All right, going into your adulthood.
Yeah.
You transitioning from being a teenager, discovering that, okay, this is what I love. Yeah. I love doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I want to go to it. And you need to understand, already you had faced failure.
Yes.
That's some of the things that most people, immediately when they encounter failure, they give up on anything that they wanted to achieve. Yeah. Sometimes the breakthrough is just close.
Yeah. Then before I finished high school, I joined an agency. Okay. But then joining an agency back then was so cheap. It was 50 rand to be on the book because it's an extras agency.
Okay.
So we're the background, the people who moved from point A to B in the background, you'll be there, you'll be watching the actors doing their thing. Mm-hmm. Again, there was a fire burning that I don't want to be this person who's the background. I want to be in front of the camera. Then I was an extra where the guy who owned the agency liked us. There was 2, myself and my friend. May his soul rest in peace. He passed on. So we joined that agency. Then the guy developed a liking for us because I was inquisitive. I wanted to know, what is the casting? Why are you sending people here and there? and stuff like that. Why we selected to be in the background and things like that. Then he said, no, you can come and work with me. Then I was now taking calls for people who want to join, people who were joining. Then I was the one giving them forms and stuff like that. But I was the background artist going in, was in high school. Then I finished high school, did not know what to do. There was no money. My mom did not have money to take me to school. Then my uncle said, I'll take over. Then I wanted to do marketing management. Looked for a school, it was very expensive. Then I found a college, the Vector Business College. Then they said they'll take me on to do marketing management. Okay. Then I did background acting as something just to while off time. Okay. Luckily, somebody saw me in the tapes while we were doing the background. Then they called me in for an audition. I don't know if you remember, there were scratch cards back in the days before the lotto. There were Viva or Zama Zama. Yeah, the game show that was done. The game show was done by Nomsan, and then I did my commercial then. In actual fact, it was not that of a paying gig because I did not know the payments and stuff. That was basically my taste of TV. Yeah. Then I'll put it aside as a first commercial because that's unknown. Basically. So we did the Zama Zama promotions. Then I got paid well. While I was doing that, the guys who were casting for the Zama Zama, they called me to say they had a road safety campaign going on. Okay. And I should get them guys. Then I took my friend Lele and the other two guys for some road safety commercial. It was a wonderful commercial. We got paid very well. Okay. Yeah, because I think it was a government initiative. So I did that while I was studying. So it was nice. But now finished school, I don't know what to do. Don't have a driver's license. I'm looking for a job. They want experience. Then I said the entertainment industry for me is the way to go. Okay. Yeah. So that was the beginning of everything. That's where now you had to make a choice to say, I'm going after this. Yes. And now this is the late 90s. This is 1997. Okay. 1997, I'm idling at home. I'm trying to get into TV, but I'm becoming a background artist. Still working for this guy, but there's no formal payment that you're getting while you're taking calls. You're buying food, giving you taxi fare from Katlehong to Joburg, the CBD. So he moved office. I think the office block was up for demolition because it was not a very nice building, but it was okay. It had security and everything. Okay. So he moved to one of the famous buildings in Joburg, Mena's Mansion. He moved to that place. Then I said, no, that's not where I want to be. Okay. I looked for another agency, found it in Rosebank. Still, it deals with extras and leads. Become a background artist. Back to square one. Yes. While I'm enjoying being an extra for various commercials, the ladies who were running the agency, they broke up into two. Okay. Luckily, we were taken by the one who knew the industry. Yes, the industry. She took us on. Then that's where I got my first check. That was while you were doing the extras. Were you getting some form of remuneration? We were paid by envelope. So now this it was just to balance. Yeah. So the commercial that I did when I got my first check was a Castle Lager commercial as a background actor. Okay. Get my first check. I don't have a bank account. Ooh. That's where now I had to go and open a bank account at Standard Bank. Anyway, I opened it. Then fast forward, this lady. Because they broke up now, she knows the industry, but she's got her own people. Okay. So she selected a few people and with us to carry forward. So at the end of the day, I felt again, I'm no longer being called to be an extra. There's nothing. I'm not getting anything. And remember, at the back of my mind, I want to be in front of the camera. Yeah. Not as a background artist. That's the fire that's burning inside of you. Yeah. Then I stopped doing TV things. I'm actively now looking for employment.
What was the reason for you to stop doing something that you were passionate about, something that you felt it was your calling? What was the reason behind that?
I was no longer called to come. With us, you knew every day there's a shoot somewhere, somehow, somewhere they are shooting something, but then you're not called in to come and shoot or anything like that. So I felt that these people have forgotten about me. Then I stopped.
Okay.
Me stopping, I'm actively looking for a job. Actively looking for a job doesn't work out. Don't find a job. I get part-time jobs here and there, here and there.
Okay.
Then I got a job at Johannesburg Fresh Produce Market.
Okay.
At the butchery.
Yes.
At least now there's something coming in.
Some sort of income.
Yeah, but now because I'm traveling from Motlapane to there, sometimes transport, working for transport. So it's not a lot of money. And I left that job as well because now I don't see any income coming through.
Yeah.
Stayed at home, no job, no income, nothing. I don't consider TV, but I admire people from TV. All these people are doing so well. But then who do I go to? Which agency do I approach?
Yeah.
Then because I'm at home, I'm actively looking for a job. Can I do something part-time? I looked for an agency. Find an agency. They called me in. Went in. That's when I established that now they want a joining fee of about 1,500. I don't have it.
And you're not working.
And they sent us to an audition. Filled in a form, but they said because they need people, come with a suit, and I'm narrating this because it has a meaning behind.
Okay.
That I was in a suit, went in for the audition. I remember it was one of the cell phone companies, a yellow one, without giving them airtime.
I understand.
So went in, did not knowing the place that I was auditioning at. As you walk into that place, it's 2 office buildings, but conjoined into one.
Okay.
In front, not knowing that's where I'll end up. It's a casting agency. Okay. At the back, they're casting directors. It's two different people, different companies. Went in, did the audition, then left. The people from the office, one of the agencies, I don't think they even exist today. Okay. They called me in. Oh, we asked to send you to auditions. We need 1,500. Gave me bank details. If you don't hear from you, then that means you're not interested. I don't have it. Can't borrow it. There's no guarantee. There's nothing. Then they called me a week later. There's a producer that wants to see you. Remember, I don't know the language of there's a producer. I know the producer produces things even in TV. This guy wants to see, but we can't send you because you haven't paid that money. Can you make the payment in 5 days or in 48 hours? I said I'll make a plan. I don't get the money. I don't even actively look for the money to pay. Then that's how I lost out basically. But then they are the ones that lost out.
Yeah. That's true.
So
that's true. That's powerful as well.
So again, my journey stopped.
Okay.
Of saying I don't have an agency. I have nothing. Rather stay, look for a job.
Yeah.
I find a job. One of the leading cell phone, the red one. It was blue then.
Back in the days.
Now it's red. Yes. Okay. One of the leading amongst the others is a call center agent. And with that, remember, I'm in a relationship. Now I've got a daughter. Now I need to.
There's somebody who's depending on you.
Strings were pulled. A cousin of mine pulled strings, put me into this recruitment agency. They were big recruitment agency. Just before the early 2000, 2005, 8 to 9. I remember during the World Cup, I was working there.
By the agency?
Yeah, the 2010 World Cup. Okay. Worked for that company, taking calls. But now my heart is not there. My heart is not there at all. I'm taking calls. My mind is where it's at. This very same cousin of mine, he's an actor as well. He was a very good one. Takes me with him to an audition. Same place where I auditioned for that agency that said they wanted 1,005. He tells me right in front, this is my agency.
Let us go on.
Yeah. I said, I remember this place. I was here once for an audition. I said, yeah, in the back. He said, yeah. I said, no. Now let's do the audition. And then we'll go into the office and then I'll speak to them.
Okay.
Did the audition. I waited for him. When he was done, he called me. Walked into the agency that became my agency for 12 years.
The very same agency?
Yeah. First time walking into that agency, not knowing that he's going to be my agent for 12 years.
Wow.
Walked in with my cousin. The guy introduces me. This is my cousin, my brother. Can you join? There's three of us. There's one guy is a musician. He's singing for Joyous Celebration.
Okay. That's amazing. It means your whole family is a family of talent.
Yeah. So it goes, introduces us. So can you take them on? He said, we called him by his name. There's a waiting list. There's people who want to join the agency. There's people waiting. There's CVs and But because it's you, we'll give them a shot. Then they said, send your CV. Then they took a picture. Then they paid the joining fee. Anyone who says do not join an agency because they want you to pay. Now there's admin, there's this, they have to call, there's emails, then there is a joining fee of a casting agency. Long story short, they took me on. That's where I spent a year going to auditions without getting anything.
Now, okay, you're working as a call center agent.
Yeah.
And then now, here's this opportunity or here's a journey that you want to embark on.
Yeah.
That means now you are switching from whatever that you are doing that was providing income.
Yeah.
My question is that how did that affect you? How did that affect your family? How did that change have an impact on the relation that you have with your family? Because of now, the moment you change, you are no longer expecting at the end of the month, I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It affected me negatively, very bad, because now I was missing auditions because of work. I would only see or go to auditions when it's my day off. But because the job that I was working, I was merely working to get a salary or wages or whatever, money.
Yeah.
Then I said, I want to do this. For me to get these, I have to stop working here.
You have to sacrifice.
Yeah, I took a decision. Now it's affecting a whole lot of people. My girlfriend then, she did not understand. We fought. My mom did not understand. My grandmother supported me. She's the only one that said, if you want to do what you want to do, it's fine.
Yeah.
My cousin, the guy who put me into both these places, who made opportunities for me to happen, said, you wasted my time.
It's a change of scenario.
The HR from the recruitment agency called me through that reconsider. Said, I'll reconsider and let you know. But I said, no. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Then I left. Now there's no income. Wow. There's no guarantee that I'll land a job as an actor.
It was a leap of faith.
Yeah. Then I struggled. I borrowed money now to go to auditions.
That's hectic.
I don't get feedback. I don't get called back. I get nothing. The agency calls me. Come through. The booker, because in the agency there's bookers, there's people who look for jobs and book you for that. Remember this woman, she knows that she gave me this Miranda Changas. She encouraged me. She said, come through. She said, what are you doing in auditions? Exactly. I told her. Doing things according to the brief. Then she broke it down for me. The brief, when they send you an audition brief. Step by step, how you dress, how you should read the brief, what you should concentrate on, the small things that they need. Then we did a monologue, we did a mock audition with her. I think we did 3. Then she said, but you're good. I don't know what's happening, but I'll tell you the day you land your first job. I have a feeling soon you're going to land your next job. Then 3 months later, went to an audition, got called back. The short went to the callback. Callback, there's 2 of us. They went 1 guy. After I left the audition, she called me and said, I believe this one is yours.
She had faith in you.
Yeah.
She had faith in you, yeah.
It was a cool beans
Advertisement, promotion.
That's the first where I say now I knew that something was going to come, but it was delayed. Yes, it came, then I did the commercial, then I stayed again. Because remember, you're as good as your last job. In the industry, you work here, you get paid as you work. So I stayed after the commercial. Luckily, my girlfriend got me a job again in the cell phone industry, but now as a sales rep type of a person who's checking the displays in stores, and she worked there and she found a better opportunity then, because I used to look at how she does a job. Then she said she recommended me to the people that were in charge of the account. Then they said, no, bring him on. Then I did the job, because from seeing her doing it, then I could learn.
Understood,
Then I did the job while waiting for auditions. They gave me a promotion within 3 months.
You were good.
Yeah, because I was that good. Then they gave me a promotion. Then I could afford to get a loan to buy a car, my first car. Yeah. VW Jetta 2 liter. Bought the car somewhere in Krugerstad. Now the travel is here. First car.
How was the feeling?
Very good. Now I could, because always on the street, you could go to auditions.
Yeah.
You could do this job.
It was convenient at least.
Yeah. Still, I'm not getting anything. I've got a car, then I can travel. I've got a job that is paying, and then they changed managers. That manager was on my case
all the time.
Yeah, it was a white guy. The guy who managed us was colored initially, and they brought in a white guy. He was on my case. Then I lost passion of the job.
So the environment was no longer conducive. Yeah.
Then in the brink of them bringing on, I already made a decision that I'm going to leave. And there's one thing, maybe people watching or listening will say, why do you always leave? At the end of the day, if you're not happy and if you stay in an environment where you feel you no longer have a passion for and interested, you'll make mistakes that will cost other people. So that's why I leave and say I look for better opportunities. Yeah, I know they'll come, Then I left. On the brink of me leaving, they were changing managers. A very good guy came through, but now my heart had already sank. It was down. My spirit was down. I was no longer enthusiastic about going to do that job. We're still friends with it until today. He became my manager. I showed him the area because I was doing Kagiso, Krugersdorp, Randfontein, Carltonville, Western area. Luckily, I could drive from home to work and then come back home without going to the office. We only went on Fridays.
Okay.
And in the meantime, the TV thing is on hold.
You still feeling that passion that I want to achieve, want to
I still feel that I want to do this.
I want to take you back to this job that you were living now recently. The challenge was the manager's attitude towards you, making it difficult for you to work.
Yes, the attitude, the manager's attitude towards everyone in the team, because he was employed like us. He was given a promotion. That company would promote people to positions because they were good at their jobs, and it opened brand opportunities for other teams. So they formed a different team. Then he left the team that he was in. It was managed by somebody else. Then he came and managed us.
Okay.
So he had an attitude.
Was it based on racial problems, or was it just the person's character as an individual? Because I believe you've worked with a lot of people around, and regardless of color, you've never had a problem with working with anybody. So now, would you say it was because of the attitude?
Honestly, initially I thought it was a race thing, but then then I realized that no, I'm wrong. This guy is how he is.
That's his character.
That's his character.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I left. Again,
back to
everyone was like, "Dude, are you crazy?"
Oh,
it's the second time you're doing this.
You are very brave.
My girlfriend was mad, man. My girlfriend was mad as hell, and my mom was. I explained to my mom. Then at least she came to my aid. She said, "Okay, no, I understand, but you need to find a."
But this time around, she was not as bad as
you
leaving the first job.
Yeah. Okay. Now I've got a car. Luckily, I can't service the loan at some point because now we're struggling.
You still haven't paid the loan back?
Back in full, but I was pushing.
You were pushing, and then you were interrupted because of the circumstances. All right.
So then faith is something else. Kept on going to auditions, not getting anything, not getting feedback. Now I'm starting to get callbacks.
Starting to be jobs.
Yeah, I'm starting to be shortlisted. First option in the shortlist. We now this is it's a 50% chance that I can get the job. Then now the drive and the passion to say I must improve comes in. I go hard. I look at the briefs. I see other commercials that I auditioned for that I did not get and say, what were they looking for?
What am I missing?
How can I improve? How can I beat that person? Then because of that, as I went to auditions, there's other besides the big ones where now I was the lead. There's others I did Kellogg's all brand. It was mostly ladies, but there were guys in the commercial.
Okay.
Did that, got the part as a husband.
I remember the advert, yes.
Yeah. So did that, moved. Now I'm not in the agency. There's two, they call them boards.
Okay.
The board where I'm at, it's mostly where they use you for commercials.
Okay.
There's a board where there's actors in that slate, brother. The slate is for actors. Okay. There's character, then there's guys who are leads.
Right.
Your actor who say, this is guys doing acting. They request him to come and audition. Or they say, we're looking for so-and-so. I'm not there. Then, as I was saying, the slates are different. So they put you where there's more, you're more made of a model than you're doing commercials. Only commercials. Then there's acting, mainstream acting, where you can be a character in a soapy or drama, and you can be a lead. That's my agency was one of the leading agencies.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was lucky to be there. Then I did a few commercials. Me doing a few commercials, then now they saw that this guy can be good.
He has potential.
Can we try and put him in a drama or soapy or whatever the case may be?
Okay.
My first audition where I got the script was Never Suzel. Got the script. They said you'll be going for an audition. Then I waited for the time and the place. Then they said, no, those people like you. So we'll go straight to the shoot.
That's amazing.
Show called Zabalaza.
Back in the day, I remember.
Yeah. The Sputla Sbohodi, David Kaele, and then the other people were there.
You've worked with giants, eh?
Yeah. Went in, Manakaranaka was there. I'm going to mention Poche Molepo. He's in generations now as Kabisi. There's new generations.
Okay.
That's where I first saw him. Well, personally.
Yeah.
It was shot in Ebenbrew in Brandberg. Went in, I'm nervous as hell. My scene, I'm doing my scene with Sputla Sibohodi, Le Kabom. There's a guy musician.
I remember, I know Kabom.
Yeah. Doing my scene, and here's the lines. Sputla. No one told me that now lately the soap is you can mix and match language.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want this, then then I could hear Sputla say, now I'm sticking to my English with the line to the script. And I'm nervous. I could see this guy is mixing and matching.
He's confident, he's pushing it.
Because he was the guy who was Kenneth Mashab on Generations, I'm nervous. Nervous as hell. Go into the shoot. We shoot. We shoot. I believe I did well. Then, okay, cut, done, you go home. No, that's why I knew I learned the hard lesson of saying, if you don't perform well, they can edit your scene out.
They take it out.
Yeah, I stayed to watch that episode like this on TV.
Excited.
Nothing.
You even told everybody that I'll be on.
That scene did
everybody is waiting for
that scene did not come.
Wow.
I think my agent saw that, or they were told, said, but no, this is not who we believe is.
Yeah, they know you.
And they threw me to the deep end, man. They gave me an audition for Generations.
Okay.
Generations, I'm gonna be a lawyer for Ngamla, which is the character that was played for by Menzi Ngubane, the late Menzi Ngubane. Go in, man. I know that I'm auditioning for a role that's gonna be a lawyer for who? It's big, Menzi Ngubane. Generation is big. I go and audition. I'm shaking. I'm nervous. I know my lines now, this time. And I know now you can mix and match language.
You've tried to.
Yeah, now I'm using my personality and how I believe the character is.
Yeah.
Because you get the character, then you can put in your personality to match with the character. And I go in, I audition. The casting director, she's a producer now under Clive Morris. She was working as a casting director for Generations for Morula Pictures. Go in, she says, you are nervous.
She can see.
5 minutes, yeah. Take 5 minutes. Don't worry, come back. I'll see the other guys. But she would have said, thank you. Then I leave. Then she sees other people. She said, go and take 5 minutes. Go to the bathroom. Wash your face. Compose yourself and come back. There's 4 of us for the same role. I was the second one. The first guy auditioned and left. The one who's coming after me from the same agency. I stay. Goes in, he comes out. They see this other guy. They call in this other guy.
The fourth guy.
And the one says, what's happening? I say, hey, they said I'm nervous. Can I come down? He said, let's go to the bathroom. Run the lines. He helped me. His name was Mike. I remember him very well. We ran the lines. He said, no, I see you are good, man. I don't know. He said, no, why? Then I go in. Then remember the casting director, Poppy, now it's Mulaudi. Poppy auditions me. The audition, I'm with a friend. He's waiting by the parking lot. He drove me to the audition. I audition. I'm better. I give it my attitude. I run the lines. I mix and match the language. I put my Zulu here and there and there, and then the emotion and facial expression and everything. I do everything. Then she says, okay, thank you. Then she did not say it's great. She said, no, thanks. Now you are better.
That means you've changed something. Yeah.
And I leave. From Auckland Park, we're driving car on Deckers. We're coming back home. We stop, go Westgate.
Okay.
Westgate Shopping Center. As soon as we walk in, I receive a call. It's my agency. Hey, how are you? I remember the guy who's now my agent called me. He was a booker from the office. He called me. Even now, he still calls me, Mr. Singeni. You remember the audition that you just went through? I said, yes, you got the part. I thought that was the beginning of everything. It was great. I'm gonna be on Generations.
That was your peak. Things were finally coming together now.
Yeah. At the mall, we meet the lady who was my booker, the one who called me in and said, "What are you doing at the casting agency?"
Yeah.
The
Let's try to brush up here and there.
She's no longer at the agency. She's now somewhere else. I meet her, I greet her. Hey, how are you? Where are you from? I'm from an audition for what? Generations. Oh, they put you on the actor's scale. That's where I knew now there's
scales.
Yes. Okay, yeah. How did it go? No, I just got the call. I got it. Oh, she gives me a hug. No, I knew you were great.
Yeah.
Thank you, all the best. I'll watch. I'll keep on watching. I'll see you. No, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Keep in touch. We're friends even today on Facebook.
Yeah. It's interesting that throughout this journey of life, you've always had people who encouraged you or people who pushed you to your greatest, because there were people around you who kept on calling you and checking your talent, and they can see that you've got it in you. You were fortunate.
Yeah, and for people who said, "I believe in you," that's big.
That's big.
It's very big. If
sometimes
someone
people
believes
just
in
needs that to hear that I believe in you.
That's big. Then that was the beginning of everything. Basically, did Generations. It was big. My character, everyone was watching Generations. So I watched it the following day. I was now known. Yes, lawyer. Hey, this guy work. Yeah, what Generations. And remember, they shoot 3 months in advance. I did the shoot. I went in a few days later to do the other scene. Then stayed for 3 months. Then it came out. It blew up. Now, at least, I'm recognized now. Okay, this guy did this. I'm still doing commercials. I'm still auditioning for commercials. I don't get commercials. Some of them I don't get. Did appearances on other dramas. A lot. Did Mlilo as a doctor. Swear first Nomza Mombata. I'm one person who doesn't do name dropping. But some of the people I remember when I first met them, then that's it. I don't talk about it that I met so and so. Yeah, he did this, he did that, he did that. Then my cousin, the one who put me through, then forgave me. Said, "No, man, I see you doing well.
I see why you had to take that risk.
Yeah, you're doing well, man. I see you. I see you. We see you. Yeah, I see why you did what you did.
Yeah.
No, thank you." Then I moved. Did a few shows here and there, appearances, one time, 2 times. And one of the biggest shows I remember very well, I was just called in, said, "Are you available to play a doctor on Isibaya?"
Yeah.
Went in. Now I know how to run a script.
Yeah.
Got into set with Mayor Ayanda Buroto and Celeste Nduli. The scene was done with them. Ran through the scene, man, like crazy. Wonderful scene. They're happy. The director likes it. Shoot. Great appearance by.
That's another achievement.
Yeah, my profile is growing.
Yeah.
I audition. I go in for an audition for some one of the online stores where you order, then they deliver for you.
Okay.
Do the audition. I go for another audition for juice, some juice from one of the leading companies. I go in, do the audition, get shortlisted as well. Now there's 2 commercials. The shoot dates are far apart each other, but not that much. Go in for the one where I get the part for the one of the juice.
Okay.
Soft drink company. Do the they shave me plain. Shave my beard because it's in the contract. Then it's fine. They're gonna pay for it.
Okay.
They pay. I'm still in the short list.
Okay.
For the other one. Couple of days later, they call me for a job. Like you got the part.
The second,
the commercial.
Commercial.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was take a lot. Did take a lot. Yeah, this was Clover Crush. Short Clover Crush, done and dusted this time. I'm the lead in Clover.
Signed.
I'm the lead. Now I'm the lead. I'm no longer the guy in the background. I'm the lead.
Yeah.
Then they said, and I go in. I'm the lead in Take a Lot. I'm a dad. Go in without the beard that they saw in the initial audition.
The first part.
Yeah, that's where I saw the importance of not changing your look when you go in until they finalize the cast.
Wow.
But there was no other way that I would have done it. Go in, the producer sees me like that. They don't have a problem. She doesn't have a problem. It was a white woman, I remember. Just forget the name. Then the agency, the guys who wrote the commercial, they saw my tape. They know me. They said, this guy is shit. But now, I'm going to shoot 3 days later. My beard by then would have grown. See, they're having a small meeting. They call me. The guy was casting director, David. I know because I met him recently.
Okay.
Calls me. There's nothing you did wrong, but then they're going to call the guys at the casting agency and your agency. I think there's changes that they want to make. Call my agency as I leave. No, they haven't called me. What did you do? No, I did nothing. Okay, cool. Then I leave. The following day in the morning, I get a call from my agency with the email that says they've changed me. They decided to recast me because of what they saw is no longer what they have.
The image is gone. They wanted a specific look, and you presented that up until you had to shave to secure the other opportunity.
Yes. In the midst of that, I'm wanted for a shoot on the day that they were supposed to shoot. So the booker canceled. It's a drama. They wanted me for 3 calls, 3 days.
Okay.
They canceled. They say he's not available because he'll be shooting a commercial. The agency raises that. This guy lost an opportunity. Yes, he got one and then he got yours, then he dropped another one.
Oh.
The producer said, I'll pay him half of what you were supposed to get. But in that half, we'll pay half in cash. He must collect it from the agent, casting directors.
Okay.
And I went to the casting director. They gave me cash. Then the other one, they invoiced.
Okay.
And I got paid half of the money. It was paying very well.
It was good money.
Yeah, so with commercials, they pay very well. But with drama, no.
It doesn't.
Yeah, they don't. Drama, you need to be working a full 23 days, but not continuously, maybe.
So it's like a permanent job.
Yes,
you put it like that. Yeah.
Yes.
You are not on call every time. You know that on this particular day we are shooting all the time.
Yes.
That is fascinating. That is very fascinating.
Yeah, with commercials, that's the lead. I know I was the lead on Clover Crush. Then I left. Then I find they paid me and did everything. Then now I want to be on drama still. The parts that I get, very nice. On Umlilo, on other dramas, where short dramas. The big name dramas, I want to get in. I want to get in. I don't get the opportunity. I don't get sent.
Yeah.
Or I go in for audition, I don't get the part. Get sent to Scandal. Scandal, I auditioned 4 times. Different characters.
Without anything happening.
Not getting anything. First
4 times.
3, second, third. The 4th time I auditioned.
No calls.
Not saying.
What's that happening? What's happening inside of you as this is happening? Because of obviously that's another setback.
Yes.
You go there hoping that I know I have got this skill.
I need this, but I don't get it. Then I go to the 4th audition for Scandal. It's a role that I auditioned for. It's a pastor, Palazzi. I still remember the names because some of the things are memorable. Go in to audition as a pastor. I get the job. You get it. Then
you are moving
to Scandal. I shoot. Now I'm appearing on Scandal. Scandal is big.
Yeah.
Audition for Scandal, I get the part and good. It's nice. I'm still doing commercials. Get there, the actors then recognize, we saw you doing something. Yes, I'm doing commercials. Not good, man. Now you are here. Yeah. Now let's push. I work with Majorilanga, Limbe, Joyce Skefu. He was here.
You've worked with a lot of people straight on the industry.
I push. I do the scandal gig. I do it. I leave. I get called by Bomb Production to audition for a commercial now.
Okay.
Remember I did with Bomb Isbai. Then they called me for a Ricoffee. Audition Ricoffee. I don't even know who they're gonna match me with. Finally, on Odd Rope, when I get the job on Odd Rope, I work with Winnie Njaba.
That's the lady
who was my wife. Yes, I work with Winnie. Luckily, when I get on set, whoever that I work with, I have that personal relationship with her.
Yeah.
We get along very well. Worked with Winnie, we did the Coffee, I was the dad. Nice commercial. I'm the supporting lead. The young girl is the lead, and myself and Winnie were the parents.
Okay.
Did the Coffee thing, man. It was wonderful. One of the greatest commercials that I ever did. I do that. Generations is over. The first Generations. They recast, they redo Generations legacy. They remember me from the beginning. They called me.
Yeah.
We want to, same role, but we're going to give you a name.
They've changed the character's name.
They gave the character a name. I was just a lawyer then. So now you're Benny.
You are frequent now.
You are a lawyer with a personal relationship with Gaddafi.
Okay.
Character by Vuyo Tabu. Go in and become a lawyer. I did not audition. They gave me a script and days that I'm gonna shoot.
Wow.
Go in, meet Vuyo. We do the scene. We are nice. I'm running through the lines. The director likes me.
You're on fire.
Likes me. We'll see you when you come back for the other shoot. Then I go in, do the shoot again with Vuyo. Then it's done. Then I leave. 2 months later, they call me from Generations. Come through. You're gonna be representing Dr. Spay. Back to. I get extended days, about 6 to 7 days of shooting from Generations. While I'm shooting Generations, I auditioned, remember? I auditioned for a Standard Bank commercial. Get the commercial, I'm the dad as well. Get the part. While on the shoot, the guy operating the camera guy, on a break, taking a break, they're moving things around. He comes to me. How are you? Good man. Look, we've been looking for you. Looking for me, yes. I believe, if you don't mind, can I take a picture and send it to my boss? We are casting a commercial, but we don't find the type of person that we're looking for, and I believe you're the right person.
Yeah.
So okay, so he takes a picture, sends it to his boss.
That's amazing.
We shoot, take a break, he comes. Hey, dude, remember I took a picture, my boss likes you. Can you come in for an audition tomorrow morning?
Just like that?
Yeah. Which agency is yours? And I tell him, then he sends the info. They call the agency. They don't tell me the agency. We shoot, we wrapped around 7, 8 in the evening. Then I come back home. I know that I have to go for an audition tomorrow morning. Then I wake up, go for the audition. He gave me an address and everything. The company is barely poised. Now, I don't know what am I auditioning for. Okay. Go in. As I walk in the door of that casting director's office, the agency calls me. There's these people who've been bothering us, looking for you now. Can you make it to an audition in Bryanston? So. I said, no, fine, I'll make it. Then I walk in, audition, I leave.
You go into the next one.
That place where they wanted me. That's the reason that they're calling.
So these guys,
they saw me while we were shooting something else. Then they called me. They gave me an address. I go to the audition. My agency tells me as I walk into that door
that you are needed here. Yeah. Oh, I didn't understand that part.
I go in, I audition, then I leave. Again, before I could get home, they give me a call. The agency.
You got it.
Those people that I told you about earlier, they said you got the part.
Wow.
Lo and behold, that was Thermacare Heat Patches. Did the Thermacare and the lead. Thermacare Heat Patches. I do the shoot. It's an online thing. It's not for TV or anything. But God is good, man.
Too much.
It appeared on TV, then they paid for it to be aired on TV again.
So you were paid for it to be
online, only online platform and internet.
Okay.
When they decided to put it on TV, then they paid.
That's amazing.
So
that's amazing.
I'm done now with Generations. The same guys, they call me. There's a commercial for you that we're doing. Come in for an audition. I do the commercial. I'm shortlisted. There's 3 of us in the shortlist. While I'm in the shortlist, I'm still auditioning for other things.
Yeah.
I called in for Zibondi. Zibondi was playing on ETV.
Okay.
That's where I met Israel Zulu now. So this is very good motivational speaker, very good guy.
Powerful.
Yeah. Going. While I'm shooting that, those guys are calling a callback. Need to go there. I'm on set. I can't make it.
You continue with what you are doing?
I'm doing because those people booked me first. I lost that job.
Yes.
And the director met me on another audition in the same place. He said, for that one, I wanted you, but then now, because in the callback, the client was there, and you were not there, and they felt that you were committed somewhere else. So they couldn't take you. They took whoever that came through, because there was 3 of you, so they had to make a decision. Long story short, I still audition. I still get called for other things. I audition for McDonald's. Get shortlisted, the 6 of us. And in the audition, my heart was down because they couldn't go according to numbers.
Right.
They went according to faces.
Okay.
They know you are an actor. They recognize you from TV. Go in. Go in. When you question, they said, no, these guys are busy shooting. And you go, no, shut up. Go in. Audition because at the end of the day, I felt
demotivated.
I stayed here for long.
Yes.
And then it's fine. Then I auditioned in. Callback is on a Saturday. They don't normally do those on Saturdays, but then it was called in for a Saturday. Went in. I was the 3rd one to go in. I did the callback, left. Monday morning, I get a call. Shortlist again, callback on Tuesday. When I get there, I'm the only one. There's kids now for the audition that I need to be paired with. I audition again with the kids. I audition with the kids. The director says, I like you.
Yeah.
This is your commercial, but I just wanted to see the energy that you have with the kids.
Yeah.
So we'll make a decision based on the kids. Don't worry, this is yours.
Okay.
It was one of the best
adverts that you had to do.
Close to my heart because I have daughters. So did that put me on the map.
Yeah. But you've always been on the map based on the work that you've actually done. You've done a lot. Yeah. You've done a lot. And there's something from what you've been saying. I've been painting a picture in my head as you are telling your story. This is a life story. Yeah. It's not scripted. It's something that actually happened. And because of the attitude that you have, you managed to overcome so many challenges. So many challenges. I don't want to lie. I feel inspired actually. Just sitting here, I can hear that, there's a lot that you went through, and still, today, you're still pushing a lot. You're still pushing. Yeah, and then there's something that I want to ask you. Maybe it's something that I'm wondering about. You've experienced so many things in your life. You've gone to your prime where everything was going right, and then there were instances where you absolutely were on the ground, but you still managed to pick up. What was your worst life experience?
As I was going through the journey, if you're not working as an actor, you having a meal only once, it's either in the morning or at night, because there's no income. There's no money to say I'll wake up or anything like that. Yes, I've got a mom. She's working, but the fact that she's putting food on the table for us to eat in the evening, that's what I appreciate.
Sure.
But during the day, there's nothing really. That I was down at that moment. I felt that I don't have anything to eat when I wake up. But yes, I'm at home, but my mom is alone, struggling. That's where the motivation to work hard comes from. To say I need to have my own things. I need to have money. I need to be recognized.
That was your inspiration.
Yeah.
That was hectic. And then moving from that West experience, what was your greatest life experience that you can say, okay, I right now as I'm saying this?
Yeah, man, buying a car.
That was the best
because
one.
I sold that one. Remember, I had a car.
Yes, the first one that you bought when you got that job.
Yeah.
Yes.
I sold it. Then I bought another car. It felt so good. Having transport now. Not taking taxis because now I'm recognized.
Yeah.
Buying another car and a better car than the one that I bought initially was one of the greatest, and one of the greatest feelings that I have. It's when I started S1, and I'm talking about S1 because with the hype, I started two things with the hype that I was in.
The momentum, yeah.
People were inspired, as you say, use the word inspiration, and I wanted to start an events and artist management company.
Okay.
Then I started that. I registered. I did the pull up banners. I looked for people, and not even I had to look for people. Some people were waiting for the opportunity.
They came to you.
They came to me. Then I started a brand, clothing brand, within that same space. This is 2016. This is 2006. Yes, 2006.
You started the brand 2006?
2006. When I started S1 and I started Halfback Square.
That's amazing.
Started those. Now I've got money. When people will hide and say, I had money when I started this.
Yeah.
Because I said to people, come through. I paid for photos. I paid for the banners. I paid for the website. I was paying for this. I did this. I did that. I brought stock for my brand. I had money.
You were pushing that time.
Yeah. I've got a car which I bought cash. That time.
You had money.
Yeah. And I've got a supportive girlfriend who's in the financial space.
Yeah.
So we just came back from staying in the Joburg CBD because of demand, spirituality and stuff like that required it to come back home. Not knowing that me coming back home was to say, come and stay a few months with your grandmother because she's gonna pass
before she passes away. My condolences.
Again, I was at my West Point when she passed, but we ran the funeral with my aunt together. With the help of a few cousins of ours, but then we
managed to pull through. Yeah.
Had I not had a car, I wouldn't have run around making arrangements, doing this, doing that. So I felt that she blessed me before she left.
Yeah.
Hence, I'm not expecting her to bless me, but if the blessing comes, I'll accept it.
But the blessings have always been there because of even through your challenges, there was always that part where things would just light up. Even if it's not all the time, because of in life, there's a balance. Yeah. There will be those ups, then there will be those downs. But the most important part is how you believe or your attitude at your lowest point in life. That's the most important part. Your greatest achievement, your achievement. I want to know if ever you can just name your achievement that you see that personally, me as an individual, I achieved this, and this was my greatest achievement.
Yo, man, having your space and able to buy furniture.
Yeah. Having to walk around inside the house.
This is my space. This is my furniture, not my mom's couch.
Yeah.
Mine, brand new.
Oh, that's amazing.
Having smell of a brand new TV, brand new couches, bed, everything that you require as a person to say this.
That's an achievement. That's an achievement.
Because not everyone can be able to do it. So
that's an achievement.
The only thing that I haven't been able to do is, for now, is buy a brand new car so that I can tear off plastic and everything.
That rapper there.
Yeah, I don't want to lie and say, yeah, I used to buy good cars, but then, to rip off the plastic.
That's what you are aiming for.
That's the ultimate.
That's the ultimate. Yeah. And then, in brief, the environment, what kind of impact did it have on you? Whilst you try to push your brand, whilst you were pushing your agency, because of you are from the location, and we know there's different mindset in the location, especially when it comes to businesses. So, how did that impact both these businesses?
With the environment, some of the people were not supportive, but I was lucky to have wonderful people within the agency, and people wanted to join. I had passionate people, but because of they couldn't find time, and because I've been there, I could understand when I say go to an audition, you won't be able to. Some they don't have money to get there.
It's tough.
Hence, I would say S1 would be, because I started the agency while there was a guy in the Val. He's doing well. I will speak occasionally, because he persisted and he found people who were always there, who could make means
to go to auditions.
Yeah, but with some of the people that I had, some couldn't, some went, and the environment was good because I got support. And people wanted to bring their kids and stuff like that. As far as the brand is concerned of clothing, I struggled because yes, it's an unknown brand, but because of the type of person that I am, people started picking up. Then I made changes because I'm a creative. As a creative, if you know how to improvise, to change things around, then I did changes. Then it started picking up to where it is today, where I know even and I know my customers, wherever that I sold stuff to, I know that I sold it to him because that is something that I managed.
Too much,
And I have a very passionate daughter who pushes and who wants to do events. So hence the drive to say S1 is rising once more. Because she's into events and I'm into events, passionate, and I believe the status that I'm in, I'll be able to use it. That I do positive events though, and put myself out there once more. So the environment, it shaped me as well because you don't become what the environment dictates. At the end of the day, how things are done, powerful. Sometimes you have to take a different route.
That's powerful.
And say, no, they're going left. Let me try right.
Exactly.
Then if not, then I'll come back. But that means you're carving a different path for yourself. And for someone to say, I'll follow this guy because I see what he's doing. So the environment at some point for me, I wanted to change it. But I'm only just one person. I can't change everything. So, but it influenced me to be a better person.
You don't become what the environment dictates. Yes. That's powerful. That's powerful. That's inspirational.
Even my home situation, we're different as people, as siblings, and as cousins, as extended relatives. But then you become your own person. You become your own person and do what you believe in and stand firm. You don't waver and dwindle and say, if someone says something, it shakes you and you say,
you are firm, you know, you are deeply rooted.
It's one way of, there's an expression that says, stay in your lane. I stay in my lane, not in a bad way, but in a good way, and say, I'm going to stay in my lane. Not because I'm afraid, but I stay in my lane because I know that I'm going to focus when I'm in that lane. And I'm not going to disturb anyone once I move into their lane.
Exactly.
So I stay in my lane, then I know if you come into my lane, I know it better. then I can be able to go around
you. Can maneuver.
Yeah. So that's how
you can maneuver. So now tell me something. What is your greatest loss? I mean, when that thing was shifted from you, you felt that now something just moved from my life.
Yeah, man, it's very recent. Eh? My mom got hit by a stroke.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She's not with us because she's alive. But there was a time where it affected the brain.
Yeah.
For me, I felt she was removed from me because I couldn't speak to her about anything. And it's a space where now things were starting to be difficult for me.
And you needed a shoulder to cry on, you needed support.
Yes. And luckily she was never affected by COVID. Luckily. It was just before December 2019, she's going on retirement. March, we go on lockdown. But then now everything stops.
Yeah.
There's no acting gigs, there's no events, there's no one buying anything anywhere.
It's just quiet.
Yes. It's just like everybody else, COVID hit a lot of people. I was one of them. I had to regroup.
That's hectic.
Yeah. But then now, 2 years, a year and a half later, when I'm trying to recover from COVID, to say, let me see, my mom gets hit by stroke. She needs taking care of. There's financial constraints. I believe removing the sane mom and the strong mom that I knew, for me, it put me down to my knees.
That was very heavy for you.
She's alive. She's in a care facility, but then I would have loved her to be with us here. But as a guy, I can't take care of an older woman. So, but she knows I love her. I check on her
all the time.
I know she's well. Yeah. So that was a low point.
Yeah, that was a low point. But you managed to overcome it, or you still overcoming it because of. It's a condition that you can't just say, yeah, I've come over it or what. It's a situation where now you just need to learn to live with it, but it should not affect certain aspects of your life to make you give up.
Yeah.
Because when you give up, I believe she wouldn't have wanted to see that for you. Yeah. Because she has only good wishes for you.
Yeah, man, it broke me. And yeah, now I'm good. And the best thing is she regained her memory. She's good, along. But she's still affected by stroke. Luckily, it was a mild. I got to learn later that it was mild.
I believe she will be all right.
Yeah, she can use her hand, but not the right. The right side was the one that is affected. So she still is, but memory-wise, she's okay.
It's all right now.
Yeah.
That's better. And then your greatest gain, that one thing that you attained. That one thing that you attain, that you believe, this, I attained this. Like you mentioned, your greatest life experience was when you bought your car. The second.
To be recognized. It's, I hate and love it at the same time.
Okay.
I believe that to gain popularity, though I don't like to be that popular, but then to gain popularity, to be known, to be recognized, sometimes it opens doors.
Yeah, that is true.
It opens doors and it makes people listen when you speak. Yeah, when you speak. That
presence.
Yeah, presence, recognition.
That is presence and recognition.
Because I believe it even worked for my daughter at some point. That she was protected somehow. Hey. And even my mom, she loved it when she was working. She was a nurse at USEF. She was recognized.
They would know that your son is there.
Yeah, we saw your son. Autograph. Yeah, so and I reminded her that, remember uthi lento yakho ayisebenzi. Yeah, if you she said that when she was borrowing money. Said, no, you need to find a job. Yeah. This thing of yours is not working.
But I believe she was trying to look out for you because of, at the end of the day, she only has good wishes for your life. Yeah. So, as much as she's supportive and everything, at the same time, there's reality. Yeah. Sometimes to push your brand, you need to do something in the other side to maintain that other side that you want to achieve.
Yes. And speaking about brand, she pushed my brand as well at work.
Yeah, that's nice.
She got hoodies, she's got sweaters, she's got caps. She likes hats. My mom loves caps, bucket hats, sporty. And she's got hoodies, she's got sweaters, and she still puts them on t-shirts. She wears them until today. So she supported that because she believed in it as well. And it worked because it's still working even today. People are still buying, even as we speak. Yesterday, some people came through to see stuff. I'm part of an upcoming event on the 30th. So it's just working out.
On the 30th of March.
Yeah.
There's an event that you'll be
the theme is local brand. I will be there showcasing my stuff.
That's nice. That is nice. That is powerful.
It's still there. And while in the background, I'm working on S1, organizing an event in September. I wanted to do it last year, but then I couldn't. So this year, then again, recognition comes with respect. If I come and speak and have a plan, and so someone will listen, then they'll respect what I'm saying. So
definitely,
I believe, and while I still can, I'll use that. And not in a bad way, but to my advantage in helping other people.
That's nice. That is nice. And then, as we are speaking here, you can just let the people know about your brand. How can they get hold of your brand? How can they get hold of you? Because I believe there's some people who would want to know about your merchandise.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I've got pages. I open pages under Facebook. I'm Siphiwe Singeni. Then I've got an official page. The official page, I use it for my work, TV stuff. It's Siphiwe Singeni official. Then I've got the page for my brand, which is Half Pack Squared. And the name, it's Half Pack Squared. Somebody said, "What does Half Pack Squared mean?" I said it's urban streetwear. Whether you can wear it winter, summer, spring. It's for all seasons, basically. It's urban streetwear for all seasons. Where I specialize with hoodies, sweaters, bucket hats, winter beanies, t-shirts, track pants. That's what I do. It's got its own page with the people that have the stuff with them. There's pictures, then there's pictures of the merchandise on it with the straight caps and everything, merchandise that I sell. Half packs on Facebook. And then I've got my page where, again, I showcase my stuff on Instagram is Siphiwe_S1.
Yeah, they must follow you.
And then on Instagram, then I've got an S1 Events and Artist Management page that has to do with S1 stuff on Facebook. And I'm in the verge of opening a pop-up store for half packs on Instagram.
That's amazing.
So
I'm impressed.
I'm
impressed.
So because I've sent stuff to even the Eastern Cape, the other people who buy, when they see stuff on Facebook, they trust me. Alexander, Pinoni, and I courier them and send it to them, and then none of them has ever complained.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So that's where I am at the moment.
Quality. And what has been your motivation? What has been your motivation? I've been listening to your life story, and I've been listening to your ups and downs. I've been listening to the challenges that you faced. There's so many setbacks that could have stopped you from pursuing the dreams that you had. But you always had that motivation that kept you going.
I'm motivated by passion. Yeah. If you don't love what you do, you won't go anywhere.
If you don't love what you do, you won't go anywhere. That is well said. That is well said. That is well said. That is simple. Please, for somebody who's watching, I would like you to leave a word of motivation or inspiration each and every time when somebody goes back to this interview. They will feel inspired, because of when you are listening to something, you listen to it with a purpose.
This is the ultimate. It takes the same amount of effort, whether you dream big, dream small, or not dream at all? Why not dream big?
Why not dream big?
Takes the same amount of effort whether you dream big, dream small, or not dream at all. Why not dream big?
Why not dream big? Why not dream big? It's a powerful motivation. Why not dream big? There is nothing that is stopping you from dreaming beyond your imagination, dreaming beyond the universe, because of everything starts with a dream. The moment you start to put it into action, you will see results and you will gain momentum to achieve any single thing that you want. You are an inspiration. I'm lost for words because of it's a great pleasure to be in your presence and to actually have a chance to have a chat with you, to hear your life story, to hear your motivations, to hear how you overcame them. Because of there's somebody who's watching and they feel that, okay, I'm facing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and I don't know what to do. But hearing a story from you can motivate them not to give up, to keep on pushing. Thank you very much, Mr.
It's a pleasure. I remember how we met, and I'm happy, man, for you. Where you are.
Thank you very much.
And what you're doing now.
Yeah.
I'm also encouraged. And,
thank you very much.
You give me strength as well in saying, as I said, passion. Yeah. So you give me strength, and then I hope I can change one mindset.
Please. I believe somebody has heard you. I believe somebody's life is being changed. Somebody's life is being inspired. It's being motivated. This was real life. There was no script. There was nothing at all. Having a conversation about life and what are the challenges that we face. I'm inspired to be in your presence. And I'm very grateful that you gave me your time to talk to me and also somebody who's watching to motivate them. Time is something that you can never get back. I am humbled. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a great pleasure. I've enjoyed this interview. I've learned so many things. I was actually imagining every single part of Mr. Siphiwe's aspects in life and how he managed to go through all of those things. Until we meet again, I'm with you. There is no change until you take a step. You need to take a step. And starting over is the beginning of everything in your life. Regardless of whatever the environment or anybody says around you, you are the main character in your life. I'm Tshepo Matlapane, the lion of motivation. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.